Hello friends, today we are going to explore a little bit about SQL Server as we are already doing basic walkthrough SQL Server Express version 2008 to get some graphs of database database relational database actually relational database management systems. We will try to understand some of the database objects and how we interact with them. So we had installed SQL Server, and you can see from the command line here. See, even uh, I am keeping with the same pace and the same taste as we have provided the documentation. It has no difference at all. uh, Today you can use Windows 11, or you can use Windows, whatever Windows version 2008, 2003. You can use Windows XP, you can use whatever. The relational database standard is same. There is no change at all. It might have some improved better objects, whatever, but let us focus on what we have in our hand, and that is just a simple, as because this is just a simple basic walkthrough. We are not going to we are not going to use too much time to explain the things, because those things I have been written already in the documentation PDF that is provided along with this one. So I would simply, chart out, actually list out the names, the object that we will be discussing about. Basically, we have talked about these objects already in previous tutorial, but for the one who have not gone through the previous one, which is DB2 LUW walkthrough. Today we are discussing a SQL Server, basic walkthrough part number 2. In here, I need to bring to your attention that we will be talking about the tables, views, triggers, procedures, packages, and sequences. Because this is the simplest basic walkthrough to give you a confidence, how we do small, basic operations 101, even less than 101. Not completing everything in this one. This is just, to get you stimulated, get you excited about, and get you having hands on, like, actually this way of starting is going to give you a strong grip on when you are going to take it seriously, when you are going to learn it at moderate level, moderation of your knowledge. If you are doing some programming already, then you should be pretty much comfortable with this one. But if you are not doing anything yet, but again, if you know only mouse and keyboard and some of the internet browsing, then I would still tell you that I can guarantee you that going through this basic walkthrough, and then we will provide some kind of detailed guidance, or whatever. You can do it yourself, but you can take help of some of the professional services. But starting with this style, you can do it yourself. You can find the job, you can explore few things and then keep them in your memory, and you can go and talk to people that you are searching for a job, and then they will come back to you with some questions. I'm pretty much sure that we have everybody in our team. They are already working in the field, and they know what you should learn about these things. First of all, let us get started. I'm not going to give you the definitions of the tables. Basically, table has a data, and the view is something that that there is a, you can think about a shortcut, that you are looking data in one table, two tables, three tables, or something like that, or something that you prepare in the fly, right? So triggers are the one that will do some work for you when you are entering data. Based on the data entered, you can do a couple of things, or based on other things that are happening in the database. For example, one of your co-worker is deleting some of the rows from one of the table, then the trigger can trigger up and check all validity, check all legitimation of the data being deleted, or what to do. Maybe you as a DBA decide to archive some of the rows before deletion, then triggers can do that kind of things. So event based programs are there, and you don't call the triggers, you don't execute the triggers from your command line or from anywhere. They are just created, they are just executed with the built-in mechanism as you define when you define the when you provide the definition of the when you create actually the triggers. So procedures are, as I mentioned already in previous one, but procedures are some code, database level code, SQL code, back, whatever you can call it, that is compiled into the database engine, and you call it from outside. Your trigger you cannot call, but the procedures are the one that you call. Some people call it stored procedure, some people call it SP, some people call it procedure simply. This is the best database object that you can have best control on the database. I mean, it can do almost everything, not from infrastructure side, but from inside of the database. You can do all these things. Then comes the packages. Packages are something that is not covered in triggers, something that is not covered in well, let me put it this way. Everything that is covered in views, tables, or whatever, and including something that is not covered in whatever limitation. For example, there is something operating system level stuff that you need to incorporate, or something more than that, above the level of the DBA control, or actually it will be not out of their access, but few database objects that cannot maintain the things, a few things that you will create. Also, we are not discussing all the objects in this basic one. So packages will have so many things that you will explore when you will be doing the packages. Sequences are the sequential numbers that need to be generated during our database operations. So their sequences are also very useful objects, and I'm not going to go further than that, because this is basic one. In detailed walkthrough, I will call advanced walkthrough database. We will prepare that one also, but that will be, if we prepare the advanced one, that is almost like a book, so that we will produce that kind of things also, but on the request. Without request, I don't want to put stuff there and nobody is looking at it. So if you have some quests, you have some need for going to that deep, we will prepare something for you people. For now, let us start doing the things. On your PDF, we have some of the things that we tried, and unfortunately in second one here I have not numbered them as the operations. So let me tell you by page. We are on page, which page, where is my actually? So in the page 1 is basically, where can I see the page from the Adobe, right? Anyway, so yeah, we are on page 1, and there are only 6 pages. So on second page, you see we open a command prompt. Let us open a command prompt, and let us increase the size layout, maybe I would say 120 columns, and I would say width 120 columns, and I will change the 45 lines size, right? So we will keep it that way. Now it is a lot of space here, right? So let us go to program start and command prompt. On the command prompt, we will start we will start SQL CMD, which is the tool, which is client tool, SQL CMD, I would say it will start like this. SQL EXPRESS. The command that is given on the PDF, that has only user ID. User ID is not required because it's already implicit. Well, you can do that one. For example, you want to say you and then press and give a say, then well, first option is our server name. So password you have to give. If you don't give the username, you don't have to, because you are already logged in and it will take it from Windows, right? So you provide the password and you have prompt 1. So on 1 you use sample. Use sample. So using sample, you want to use semicolon or not? It's up to you. It will. Sorry. We can. How we cancel the previous one? I'm not sure, but I will say go, and then it will give error. So let me use only first one, sample, and go. So database is sample now, and then we will select star from no, table name is person, and we will say go. There are 2 rows in the database. So then we will you can select one column as for the practice. It's given there that you want to select F name only from the person. Sorry, again mistake. So when you want to select one or other 1 or 2 columns or something like that, you want to play with the columns. Column names are like variables in the select statement. So let me show you one more command here, that if you select F name and you want to select F name and L name, not the ID, or you want to select a combination of two, then you can use that one also. For example, F name, but you want to select L name before that one, L name comma F name, it will still work like that. So you can also do a trick little bit, like select L, so F name, then I would say concatenate one space and then concatenate so L name like this from person, then we should go. Sorry, in this version with this equal concatenate, it doesn't work like that. Let us try this way. We can say the plus sign, yes, and we can also give +9 sign for the concatenation here. So go, yes. So you can use this kind of tricks. Now the problem would be that in plus sign we will still have all those spaces included in the one, right? So this is simple thing. There are other functions that we can trim them and put them together. When we concatenate, concat function can also be used, right? And also you can use other tools, BCP, that we will be bringing the data into the database. So BCP, we can put the data with the there is another that actually BCP is another tool, standalone tool. I would quit from here, that, like, and we will see BCP is available. Yes, BCP is available, which BCP stands for bulk copy command. So this is used with the SQL server. So let me put the command. We have to be specific, in this kind of commands, that we do not override the security or whatever. So let me show you what I will be doing, not that what I am intending to do. Sorry, not bad. Let me put it here, paste. I'm willing to do the BCP command, selecting star from DBO without person. DBO is the default schema anyway. Don't worry about that one. You can omit this one. The query opt is the syntax, and result.txt is the file that we are using, and D is database name, and U is user ID, and minus C. Okay, so I will paste this command on the command line, not on in the SQL CMD, not SQL. This is the operating system command, so we will use it that way. It will ask for the password, and same password as we entered while installation. Then it is not getting to what happened, minus USA, or I think minus it is having same networking issue. So let me use with the minus S first. Minus S, so maybe it will work, or I'm not sure. Express, SQL Express, right? SQL Express. So let us try this way. So how we get the host name for this command? We get the database name D, and we have S server name. Yeah, well, we had S server name, but where is S server name, and why is giving copy direction must be in or out? So yeah, command copy in or out. Why I did not give that one? It is required in or out. Complaint is that server name is fine, but complaint is in or out is to be given. Query out. When it says query out, that won't require the. You know what? Let me check the syntax one more time. And the sample, everything else is fine, but copy direction in must be in, out, or format. Copy. Okay, maybe we can give the. Maybe let us try doing it this way. At the end is minus C, but we will give the S server name here at the end. Maybe it is a sequence of commands that it's not liking. So SQL SERVER, no, Express, SQL Express. Yeah, so I will remove the one. Maybe with the BCP command line tool, this is an issue, that server name. So immediately the first parameter should be the command statement, then action, and then file name, and then other parameters, right? So let us try this way. Maybe it will work that way. Yeah, so it worked because the BCP is a little bit picky on the SQL statement should be the first parameter, and then action verb should be the second, and then other parameters, so they will follow after that one. So data has been exported out, and we can type out the results results.txt. So you can, cannot find out, but where did it put the file? Results, s result.txt. So yeah, data is there, right? So this is one thing that we can do with BCP. Is very powerful, and you can use it. Try it. Then we will go to Service Management Studio. Whatever the operations we want to do, select and all. Yeah, let us exit it, and we will explore something a little bit on. On SQL Server Management Studio. So here we go. SQL Server Management Studio. We are now already, we have this password already available. So why worry about this one? Go to sample database, and you know what? From the sample database, I will right click on sample, and then I will say okay. From the sample, you can open new query. So that means you are already, see, look in this box, you are already having sample database, this window. Okay, now there are two connections to the database. One is the object explorer is connecting to the database. So that's why it is displaying this one. Take it a separate one, separate thread, separate process, right? And this one is also connected to, so there are two connections showing up. If you go and delve down into server level, then you will find two connections made. If you don't connect this one, disconnected, it will not run any commands, because this side window that you are seeing in a client window where you are typing the commands here, right? This is one client, and the other one is this client, right? So basically you can spawn from here, take the reference from here, and see whatever you want to do. But let me show you the commands that we have shown in the PDF. Select star from, so person, person. By the way, the schema name I am skipping by my habit, whatever, but and then it is picking up the default schema is DBO. DBO is the default schema in SQL Server. So they are different. SYS is in some of the for maybe SYS is in DB2 or Oracle, right? I don't remember. So second command that we tried is select fname from person. So this one, and then if we say go now, after these two commands will be executed immediately together, right? So see, there are two windows in the bottom right. So this will give you an idea how these clients works. So basically, still, even though there are two output command windows, this one doesn't have connection. This one is getting this data from this window. This window that I am highlighting now, this window is connected to the database engine, and it is getting data from there directly, right? This process of this what we call is a operating system thread is not related to this one. They are two parallel threads, right? So from there, let us proceed on next test. What we are going to do? Okay, so let me close this this window. I don't need it anymore. From this one, we have seen that there are many context sensitive commands here. See, if you see, this is right click on the sample database, and you see this one is a new database. We can create a new database, new query, script as those functionality, tasks. All the tasks are here. In the tasks, there is something backup. You are going to back up the database. So then you can back up the database on daily basis, or you can back up occasionally whenever you want, and then you can restore the database from the files and from the database backup, from the database or from the file. Restore it, right? What are you restoring? You are restoring database, right? So that is what it is, right? So if you go on different one, you see this you have different options here, right? Stopping the database engine, starting the database, disconnecting, connecting, all those operations, you can do it here, right? So this is about this the one that we will create some table and trans table. Then we will do same thing as the trigger thing, right? So let me get some next step that we are going to do. So for example, we are using the sample. If we open a query window without connecting to, without specifying, let us say we are highlighting something like here, right? And we don't know which context this explorer window is. If we say new query, right? See, it's telling you with the current connection or without current connection. So current connection like this. So the current connection means when we are not specifying the database name here as a highlight or as whatever, even if you are here, when you will open a window, the window will explain you, will tell you it is connected to master model sample. These are not intended to be used. These are specific system level databases. So master model MSDB and tempdb, if you see you are connected to that window, don't run any command. I mean, it could be risky if you are deleting something, and most likely it won't go that way, but still you have to be careful. When you are not connected to your database, you can use the command as use command, and then you can create other things, right? Whatever you want to create, right? So let me bring the code for next practice, right? So the code that I have on my PDF is like this. So we are using the database sample because we haven't used it yet, right? So then we have go. After go, let me split it a little bit. I think we can go up, increase the syntax, what we call it, text editor, and from text editor we can go to change the font size. I'm willing to change the plain text. If you go to plain text, then from general tabs, no, environment, fonts and colors, right? So if you go to fonts and colors, it's not showing up, making it busy. I don't know what is what point in. Okay, so the font are Courier New, and the font inside the text editor, right? So Courier New, and we want to make it 14. Let us make it big, right? 14, okay, right? Like this. So if now we have bigger fonts, right? See, okay. So what we are doing, we are creating two tables. First of all, before doing anything, we have to connect to the database. Use sample, go, then create table, right? Create table, go, right? And then create a table total, go. So if you are sure that your code is very well, then you can just execute this way. What will happen from going to create table? It will already be connected to the sample database, right? If sample database doesn't exist here, then it will give error here, and all the other commands will run into the master database. Be careful. You either change it from here for your safety, or whatever, but you can rely on this code that you have written already. So I will just execute. I know it is going to be fine, right? So all the commands completed successfully. I mean, it did not say one by one and this and that. I see all the commands completed successfully, right? So now we can go into the tables. See, person table is there, total table is there. Person was created before from the command line. We created total table here. No, this is trans table, and this is total table. So the tables are created already, so everything is good. So next one, we will be creating a trigger. Now for the trigger, we have created this one on the command line. So let us do same way as it is given, right? So I will copy that code and then save it into text file. So let us minimize this one. If we need it later on, we can come back. I am opening the command prompt again, and notepad, wherever I am now, notepad, I am creating a trig 1.sql. So trigger, we are creating trigger, and on the trigger we are giving this code as like this: create trigger for insert as. So this is the syntax, the way we put it up, right? So file has been created. From here we are having a command here. From the command line we are running the code like this. So paste. Now, because as I said before, it is our this specific installation has some weak, I would say, not weakness, is a strength, because it is trying to use more security things, or maybe some default is not set up properly. But the point here is that we are going to mention the SQL express separately. So still running SQL CMD, but I'm giving the file name input file -i input file here, right? -i input file here. So then we are pressing enter key, so that it will take up the object trans does not exist. So object trans does not exist. So why would it do that? Let me check the file. Notepad trig1 SQL. Where is the trans? Object trans does not exist. From amount param inserted. So where is trans? Line number. Procedure total lines, line 1, the object trans does not exist or invalid in this operation. So let me search trans. Edit, find trans, trans, trans. So cannot find trans. Why? Object trans does not exist. Why it would say trans? Express procedure update total 1. Line 1, object trans does not exist or is invalid. So where is the object trans? It's not mentioned in this one. We will have to find out. Trick 1 is giving strange error. Let me dig out a little bit and be back. So friends, the thing is that we are calling like this, the way we are calling the file. We are not mentioning the database name. So if we don't mention the database name, the default database comes to be what we call is master database, which is not welcome. This is wrong, right? So if we are not connecting to the database sample, then it will not find the trans table. So if you look at the first line of the command, let me type it. Type trig 1.sql. Right? See, the first line is saying create trigger update total on trans. So trans is a table. We are creating this one on a table, and table is not available in the master database. So we need to give the master database name when we are calling this one. So we should mention here -d, d like database, and the database name is sample. And this should not give any error now, right? Because now it will know, it will find the trans table, right? Let us go like this. Oh, there are other issues now, right? So what are those issues? Procedure update total, line 14. We have state server express list exclude to timestamp column. I will have to look into this thing, because this code is not working properly. I think it might be something, need to be modified, because the version is same. If I am not mistaken, I will check that back and be back with you guys.